Welcome to the Wealth Matters podcast, where investors come together to better understand how to build passive cash flow and create generational wealth without all the confusing mumbo-jumbo. Here's your host and co-author of Amazon #1 bestseller, Alpesh Parmar.
Welcome to Wealth Matters Podcast, Monday edition. I have been going through lots of different alternative investments. So please check out the videos I earlier recorded on Agri Time, investing in water, and a lot of other videos. Today, I want to talk about liquor. I don't drink liquor. I have never tasted, but there are people who invest in wine and whiskeys, and we will talk about both and how you can get started. So wine is the world's oldest and most demanded luxury product. And since ancient Greece and the Roman Empire, it has been sought after by royalty, nobility, and the upper classes. The best and most exclusive luxury wines constitute less than 0.1% of the world's total wine production. Wow, the most expensive and rarest wines are also status symbols, and strong growth in the number of rich and super rich people worldwide means that demand and hence also prices increase year after year. It's crazy, and this is why we are planning to launch our alternative investment fund, in which we'll be, of course, investing in wines, whiskeys, art, collectibles, cards, NFTs, and startups, right? So historically, wine is one of the top or the best investment. Wine is the perfect investment as the risk is substantially lower than for investments in the stock market, where, of course, stock prices may increase one day and decrease the next. Since 2004, Burgundy wines have yielded a return of 652%. And champagne 534%, whereas over the same period, the stock market has a return of 371%. So you can definitely see that wine beat the stock market hands down, right? And even the champagne. So same thing, because I was looking at liquor, and then I found out even not just wine, whiskey. The majority of people buying whiskey do so because they enjoy the taste. They want to sample different flavors, varieties, or to develop a palate for a good dram. Interestingly, though, there are those that buy whiskey not for the experience of drinking it, but because they think it can make them rich, right? So it's very important. Why is whiskey investment booming? Today, the market for collectible whiskeys is largely being driven by China. It used to be that the Chinese were buying vintage Macallan bottling as gifts to facilitate business. What I would call as bribes, right? But the government crackdown put that practice to bed. These days, though, the boom in whiskey sales in China is driven by a very different reason. Interest in whiskey has been growing steadily for many years. One reason is the increasing wealth in the Far East, where whiskey is seen as a premium product and an indication of taste and sophistication. So there are so many ways you can look at it. Wine, whiskey, of course, it has to have rarity, it has to have collectibility, collectible range, and where you also need to figure out where you can buy whiskey directly, right? So those are some of the things I want to go through on this particular episode. So I'm going to start sharing my screen and talk about how you can invest. Again, I have not tried any of these websites, and you are welcome to find out other websites as well. I found something called rarewineinvest.com, RAREWINE invest.com. They pretty much allow you to invest in wine. When I was looking for it, they came up on the Google search. Of course, I would recommend that you look at other websites as well. I'm not affiliated with any of the websites I talk about here, and a lot of time I have just found out about them, so I have not invested in those using those websites or portals yet. Right. But once we launch the fund, of course, we'll be looking into some of these investments. So they talk about why invest in wine, free investment guide. You can click on how to invest, and pretty much you can go through the video they have, and they tailor the investment. So you can reach out, you can talk to them. you can provide your investment profile and your investment horizon, how much risk you want to take, and they will come up with a action plan or the investments you can make. So far the site looks pretty simple, and I think you can as far as I know, I prefer that I buy the wine or whiskey and they handle it, and that's what they are doing, professional handling and storage, because I don't want anything at my home or anywhere else, any kind of liquor. And they also have investor portal. So I think this is a pretty cool website, and of course I'll compare it to other competitors as well. Same way, I found another website for investing in whiskey. It's called whiskeyinvestdirect.com, and pretty much same way, they allow you to buy and sell whiskey. And they may not be exactly similar, but the good thing is they do have pretty much online exchange, which is easy to facilitate the buy and sell. So there is no minimum holding period. They have competitive prices. They trade 24/7. Next day withdrawals. So I think they are pretty interesting, even more interesting than the Rare Wine Invest. They, of course, have commission 1.75% when you buy or sell. Other than that, I think they seem pretty interesting. So I would, and they are based out of London, United Kingdom. So definitely check both of this out. But the one other website I stumbled upon, which seemed even more interesting, and as you guys know, I love cryptos, I love the blockchain technology. That is a new website called blockbar.com, BLOCKBAR.com, and they allow you to buy wine, whiskey, all of that from one place. So you don't have to go to three different websites again. And let me remind you that I am not using any of these platforms or websites yet. But when I was looking for it, I wanted to find where I can, buy whiskey and wine, and this showed up. So they are a little bit unique because they allow you to buy any kind of wine and whiskey. They work with certain brands, and then they mint NFT. This is pretty cool. So now, because they mint the NFT, and as an owner of NFT, you are the owner of this particular wine and whiskey or any other type of liquor, and you are on the blockchain, right? So that proves authenticity, and they secure the bottle. If you decide to take the bottle, you burn the NFT, and they will send you your bottle. Otherwise, you can keep it on the marketplace, and then when time comes, you can just sell it on their marketplace. So this seems pretty cool, and they are working with a lot of the brands. Of course, I don't know a lot of brand. I have heard of Glenfiddich, Hennessy, and Johnny Walker. Not many of the other brands mentioned here, but I'm assuming that these are some of the top brands. And you can just go to the marketplace and see, like this Remy Martin Usher edition is 0.94 Ethereum, right? So they have married the wine, whiskey, the liquor market with the blockchain. Monkey Shoulder is only 0.15 Ethereum, but then you also have Johnny Walker at 58 Ethereum. So pretty much you can buy and sell on that marketplace. So, I just wanted to share what I have found out about this type of investment. Of course, I'm looking into and I'm exploring these investments. I don't have time to continue to make these investments. So I'm exploring, and if you guys hear about it, or if you guys have any idea, please let me know what you guys think. But my alternative investment fund, which will be only for accredited investors, because, these are some of the riskiest assets. Of course, they go up also pretty high, and we have to hold them, through certain time period, right? So that fund will only be open for accredited investors. So do reach out to me. I think by this time we have published this episode, we should have that fund open. So let me know what you guys think of that episode. And if you are interested in not investing directly in all the, wine, whiskey, water rights, startups, then you can invest through the fund, so you get more diversification. So let me know what you guys, again, if you have any comments or concerns, I'll be open to hear. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the Wealth Matters podcast. If you enjoyed it, please leave us a 5-star rating on iTunes so others can enjoy the show too. Have a great week and happy investing!